This software will create a sound on certain events on your website. So what we have are two events, a mouse over and click event. So anytime you want to have a sound on your site, when these events occur, you just can use the code here. Now I've included a whistle sound effect and a click sound effect. If you leave these as they are, they use the file names called whistle.mp3 and whistle.ogg, which you can download right from this program when you're done. If you want to use another sound of your own, then you put the name of that sound in here. So if you had something called barking dog.mp3, you would put here barking dog with no extension. Now, one thing about this to work, you're going to need both an MP3 and a .ogg file because browsers don't all use the same sounds. To cover all the browsers, you're going to need those two types, or it's not going to work on every browser. Okay, so I'm going to go with the defaults, which is whistle for the mouse over sound, and then the click sound, I have a sound or a file called click. So if you were going to use your own click sound, you would put the name of the file here without the extension. Let's create. Okay, so now we need to save this. So we'll put it here. Okay, so it creates these files. So we have, you'll see that we have MP3 and OGG sound files and MP3 and OGG whistle files. Okay, so let's click here to see it work. Okay, so I'll mouse over this link and we'll click here. Okay, so you see that's how it works. Now let's go back to the instructions. Okay, so you see here our instructions. Okay, so you need to paste the following code just above the /head tag. So we grab this and we copy. Now let's open our site that we're going to put this on. So we'll open this with Notepad. Okay, and then we need to find the /head tag here. Okay, so here it is here. Okay, so we paste all that in there like so. And we'll save that. Now all we have to do is wherever we see a link, we just have to change the link text. Now let me bring this site up so we can see what it looks like. Okay, so here it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a mouse over event when we put a mouse over top of this image. And down at the bottom here, when we click on this one, we'll do a click event. Now the easiest way to do this would be to open it up in a web editor. This is Composer that you can download for free, Kompozer. The reason it's easiest to do in a web editor is you don't have to mess with all the HTML. So what we'll do is we'll click on this. So this is where we want our mouse over event. So click there. And this is an image, so we're going to click Image. Now you go to Advanced Edit. Now this is for Composer. All web editors will have this somewhere. Then we're going to go to JavaScript Events. And then we're going to go on mouse over. Okay, so that's the on mouse over event. All we got to do is put the value in here. So let's go over here. Okay, here's our mouse over event. So it says on mouse over equals. So we need what's inside the quotes here. So mouse over sound, play script, and those two brackets there. So let's copy that. And then we'll paste it back in here. So simple as that. Rather than going and finding the HTML and messing around with that, we can just do it this way. Okay, now let's go down here. And we'll click on this image. And then we'll go Image, Advanced Edit, JavaScript Events, and on click. So on click, we want to do the on click event here. So onClick equals click sound play clip. Copy. And then paste it back in here. And click OK. And OK. So it's easier to do it that way. Okay, so let's put a link in here, a text link, just to show you how it works. Okay, so let's go get more info here. And let's say that we'll put a link here. And we'll say that goes to google.com. Opens in a new link. Okay, then we have advanced edit down here. And then we have JavaScript events again. And we can say on mouse over. And then we can put the mouse over in there again. So this stuff right here. Into here. Okay, so that's how you can do it with a regular link. Alright, so there we go. Now everything is done. Let's save this. And let's go and refresh our site now. Okay, now this won't work yet because we have to copy the audio files over to where our site is. Okay, so copy these from where it downloaded all our stuff for us after we ran the program, and then copy them to where your site is. So we paste them in here. Now let's refresh. Okay, so when you mouse over the cover, we should hear a sound. Good. And then when we mouse over this link down here, we should hear a sound. And when we click on this, we should hear a sound. And there it is. Okay, so that's how you can use the script to add some interesting sounds to your website on mouse events.